Welcome back to my first video. And I know what you're thinking. The live action Cat in the Hat was way ahead of its time. And you'd be absolutely correct. But don't just take it from me. Take it from somebody that really knows. I've been watching the Cat in the Hat for 36 years. And today I can finally say it was ahead of its time. Wow, and I don't make that stuff up. You gotta believe it now. So recently I've been watching this movie quite unhealthily, and I have an obsession with it because his humor is just, it's so good. It's my humor. He has the humor that a middle school boy would love, and that's right up my alley. Right, left turn, right again, go straight, and you're at my alley, right there. It's a really relatable movie, and for entertainment purposes, I will be acting out the scenes myself. Now, to give you a really simple rundown, this is not simple. To give you a rundown, it starts off with Sally Walden, who is a little girl, and her little brother Conrad, who is like this really big troublemaker. Their mom worked for this really stingy boss. She's supposed to be hosting this like party for work, I guess, like a get-together gathering at her house. It's on the line. If she has a bad party, she's gonna get fired. So she comes home to see that Conrad has been a troublemaker. Per usual, so he gets grounded and she's upset. But then she is called right on back to work. And, you know, she's all like, oh my God, sorry, I gotta go, but I need a babysitter. Where am I gonna get one? Not even to mention the fact that their mom is talking to this guy, I guess like talking, you know, to this guy who is a total asshole. I can't stand him with every single ounce of me, you know? But because it has this character, this development, it makes it superior. Like, how many movies can you say, I hate that person? Probably a lot, like Professor Umbridge from Harry Potter, you know? He is right up there with her. He's disgusting. He disgusts me. Now that Mans is trying to get Conrad put into like an all-boys military school because he thinks that if Conrad gets kicked out, then he gets to move in there. And then, you know, shawty, let me in your house type of thing. And the mom needs a babysitter, obviously, because she has to go back to work. So she's like, where am I gonna get one? You know, our usual babysitter's out, whatever. So apparently she calls him like the backup babysitter. And her name is Mrs. Kwan. Oh my God, I love Mrs. Kwan. She's absolutely underrated, entirely. And let me tell you why. So just look at this. Look at her exquisite makeup. Legendary. And she gets paid to sit on babies. And once the mom leaves and she's like, okay, Conrad can't watch TV, he's grounded, you know? Miss Kwan coming in here and is like, Conrad, you wanna watch TV? Like, absolute legend. And whenever they're with the cat, they use her as a boat. So not only is she a wonderful makeup artist, or is she a wonderful babysitter, she also is wonderful, absolutely wonderful at being a boat. What's next, an attack helicopter? I hope so. I hope so. I expect to see her on GTA very soon. Rockstar, better put her on there. That's all I gotta say. GTA 6 coming out this year? She better be on it. Well then, after the mom goes off, you know, Mrs. Kwan sits down and she starts throwing it back and dancing to TikTok dances, you know? Wrong movie? Okay, well, yeah, so she actually just sits on the couch and asks Conrad if he wants to watch TV, to which she passes out on the couch. She sleeps hard. Legend has it she slept through 9/11, but you didn't hear that from me. So it starts raining outside, and then the kids are sitting in front of the window and they're like, I don't know what to do. I'm so bored. And all they have is this like little pet fish over there who's only good for lecturing them. He's not even, I hate him, okay? There's two characters that I hate in this movie. One, the nasty man that the mom is seeing. Two, that goldfish. It's just annoying to me. It's almost as annoying as me. And that's an issue when you get to my level. So then all of a sudden the kids see this like big monster and they're terrified running around the house and they're screaming their heads off, when meanwhile, the Cat in the Hat would be the first thing that I want to wake up to in the morning. So I don't really know what their issue is, but they better take the chance while they can. so I'd snatch it up. And I can't begin to explain how hysterical he is to me. After that whole bed scene is done, they ask him, and they're like, where are you from? And his response is, my place, what do you think? And that whole scene is funnier than Lele Pons could ever be. She dreams to be as funny as him. But you can't. You just can't be Mike Myers. Not even to mention, Mike Myers, isn't it? He plays the cat. You know who else he plays? Shrek. And you're trying to tell me this man who brought us so much happiness with Shrek can bring me happiness with the Cat in the Hat live action? And he surfs down the stairs on like a tray. Have you ever seen Timothée Chalamet do that? No. No, you haven't. And the dirty jokes in the movie? Wow. Wow. This is me telling you this is a good movie. Have I convinced you yet? It's good because I have more to show you. And when he finds out that they have a babysitter, this is what he says. Let me get this straight. You pay this woman to sit on babies? That's disgusting. I do for nothing. That's what I'm talking about. You cannot tell me that that is the greatest thing. The dark humor is, oh my God. There are so many jokes in this that like you wouldn't get as a child. And that's why this movie was really made for teens and adults with really childish minds. At the end of the day, no child is gonna get all of these jokes. But me, a middle schooler trapped in a teenager's body, I do. And then he goes off with this whole soundtrack about his life, and it's wow. You find out that he was spayed and neutered, which is okay. And then the fish, the freaking fish, the fish. He interrupts them in this beautiful number as it's just taking off because he's a little boring bitch, and he's like, you can't do this. And the cat, oh, the cat has the best reply ever. He goes, well, sure, it can talk, but is he saying anything? No. No. But then the cat turns into a salsa dancer, to which we find out that he's actually just there to just have fun with the kids. Then the cat goes and insists he should leave. And this is the most relatable thing I've ever seen. He says, I should really be going. And then Conrad's like, no, don't go. No, I should go. I should let you and the fish have all your fun, conjugating verbs, cleaning your room, doing long division. No, you have to stay. All right, I'll stay. And then my favorite line of all time. Oh yeah! Do you see how passionate I am about this movie? I love it. I really do. I don't know, maybe my humor is just elevated. Also, the boss looks like Jacksepticeye. Am I the only one? You gotta see it too, right? Then they go to make cupcakes. This is my favorite scene ever because two of my favorite lines are spoken so much. The cat is dressed in a blonde like Karen wig and a striped sweater and is like the host of the show, you know, and he introduces himself, but a British version. The British version walks over and goes, I'm so excited! And he proposes the new Cupcakeinator and is like, and now we're here to test out my new Cupcakeinator. I'm so excited! I love that line. And he says you can make cupcakes out of anything with the new Cupcakeinator. The guy in the blonde wig goes, wait a minute. Did you say anything? Anything. Anything. Yes. Anything. Anything. Yes. Anything. Anything. I'll get you and I'll make it look like a bloody accident. So he starts making the cupcakes out of like, you know, weird items like a fire extinguisher, hot dogs, and a few other things. And the British Cat in the Hat calls the Karen Cat in the Hat and his mother ugly, to which he then accidentally chops off his tail. All he says is, son of a bitch. So then the whole Cupcakeinator basically explodes all over their house and their house is a wreck. The cat is like, everything's going to be fine. And then Sally grabs him by the neck and is like, you better get this done. He comes back with his dress and he holds it up and he's like, look, I'm a girl. That's the voice that he does though. And then they're like, that's mom's dress. She's gonna wear it tonight. To which, the best response ever. He goes, honey, it was ruined when she bought it. Yeah. The sass is so good. Oh my god. Then the cat brings out this box with thing 1 and thing 2 in it in order to help clean up even further. And he's like, there's only one rule. Keep this lock on this box. Don't let it get out. The lid will open up. Then they all meet, blah, blah, blah. He introduces them, except he gets to thing 2. And he just says, thing 2 would like to clarify that just because he wears a number 2 doesn't mean that he is in any way inferior to thing 1. He says you may feel free to call him thing A if you like. And he will also accept Super Thing, Thing King, Kid Dynamite, Chocolate Thunder. And then that whole thing is why I tell my friend Shawty to call me Chocolate Thunder. Just kidding. She calls me Ben. And thing 1 and thing 2 go to remove everything, you know, and help out, except they actually make it worse. And instead of it all being in mainly the kitchen, it's now in the living room, the room that they're not supposed to be in. And also, the legendary Mrs. Kwan is hanging up in the closet. So, she's just hanging out. You know, the one rule that they had, the troublemaker Conrad decides, Shawty, we gon', it's just you and I, take it off. And you know, the box is like, okay, it's actually on their dog, Nevin's collar, and the dog runs out of the house. And then it cuts over to the nasty, crusty, rusty man. And he's tattling on the kids, and I shit you not, he's taking off a waist trainer, removing his dentures, and also, it's disgusting. He sits there and he goes to like his belly button and he starts digging. Ugh, disgusting. Oh my god, just ugh. And back at the house, the whole box is just open. It's just, everything is going free. It's like a nude beach with a 40-year-old lady on it. Everything is free, running wild. And the nasty, nasty, disgusting man sees Nevins and he picks him up and takes him with him. So they get to town to go search for Nevins, you know, and the cat pulls out like a folder. He's like, all right, we have 3 plans. Plan A, mess up a perfectly clean house. Plan B, cut your losses and ditch the kids. That could work. Plan C, trick mom's boyfriend into handing over dog and lock. I still like plan B. And he's trying to ditch the kids and just cut off all his problems and act like they don't exist, and it's great. It is beautiful. He invented ghosting, okay? So they get out of all that and they get the dog back because Cat pretends to be a hippie, but he just looks like really high, and they go down into like this party, an underground party, I guess. And everybody there is wearing a red like Cat in the Hat hat. The Cat in the Hat sees this woman and he's like, and the woman turns around. And it's Paris Hilton. Paris Hilton's in this movie? The random factor? Come on. You can't tell me that that's not beautiful. That makes it also superior. We have Paris Hilton in it. They get out of the whole entire party and then the cat is like, this isn't the right hat. I lost it back there. And so Conrad and Sally are like, how are we gonna get home now? Mom and the nasty man is on the way home. So then Conrad's like, oh my god, thing 1 and thing 2. Don't come save us. So then the man that the mom is talking to somehow gets there before, and he walks in and is like, I've got you guys trapped. You are going to military school. And then he falls through the house into this great purple abyss from the box, which is now basically opened up to their whole entire house. And then they get onto Mrs. Kwan, who floats down this purple stream of water, and they get on her like she's this water ride, and they ride her around. But in the middle of the water ride, Conrad's like, this is just like a water park. And then the cat does a little promo for Universal Studios and literally holds up 2 pamphlets. Marketing at its best. What other movies do that? Directly, right there, live and in charge. Exactly, none. This whole movie is like a whole fever dream. It's an entity. It's the whole embodiment. Yeah, so they get the crate closed after Sally almost gets like sucked up into the ceiling. And then the cat is like, yeah, I have my magic hat this whole time. And they're like, what? So then they end up getting upset and are like, leave, your ass is grass, get out of here. He comes back in with a huge cleaner because, you know, as they shut the crate, the whole house falls in. The whole house. The house. So yeah, just falls in. And he comes in, he fixes it, you know. The nasty, grassy, musty old man who's trying to like talk to the mom, you know, from this whole entire time. That's disgusting! Disgusting! Yeah, he tries to tell the mom everything that happened that day when really it's like he sounds like a maniac. So, I mean, what can I say? Except you're welcome for this recap of the whole entire movie, because the nasty man ends up out of the mom's life now because she doesn't like him anymore, and then they have a good party and everything's fine. But those are my reasonings and I stick to them. It's my alibi. And I swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, and that was it. But I mean, I guess what I'm really trying to say is, can I watch this movie with you, shawty?